Folks, Elon Musk has shut down a journalist. I'm talking about suspended a 500,000 subscriber account on Twitter over doxing JD Vance and getting the information in illegal ways. I got an article about it, and I have got a little bit of Twitter feed for you about it. And I got several other things I want to bring to y'all today, including James O'Keefe talking with Tucker Carlson about their movie documentaries they're coming out with here immediately. Him going undercover in Mexico, crossing back across the border. One of his men got kidnapped. Whole crazy ordeal. Stick around, folks. It's going to definitely be a long one, but it's going to be a good one. Here we go. Now, first things first, I want to tell you this guy's name is Ken Klipperstein. He's supposed to be a journalist, reporter. He says he just published the Iranian dossier on J.D. Vance, which includes his private personal details, J.D. Vance's, his family's personal details, his personal phone numbers, and more under the guise of journalism. So they doxed J.D. Vance in this dangerous time we're living in with people being shot at and everything. We still got people doxing these political figures. It's a crying shame. It says posting information from such adversaries that was obtained through criminal means for the sake of interfering in the election should result in getting him banned. Because Klipperstein doxed J.D. Vance, whether he did it directly or whether he was sent the information to put it out there, like a good journalist does. Um, Somebody put it out there to Elon Musk earlier today that this should be a violation of some kind, violation of privacy on the community guidelines. And sure enough, look at here, folks. This guy's 509,000 followers gone, account suspended. Glad to hear it, folks. Now let's get into this right here. I wanted to read you a little bit about it that I found. One of the only articles I found out about it since it's happened. This has only happened minutes ago, but it says here: X blocks links to hack JD Vance dossier and suspends the journalist who published it. X is preventing the user from posting links to a newsletter containing hacked documents that alleged to be Trump's campaign research into uh, VP Vance's candidate Vance's, I guess, his background. The journalist who wrote the newsletter, Ken Klipperstein, has been suspended from the platform. Searches for posts containing the link to the newsletter turn up nothing. So no search results for Ken Klipperstein on the Twitter anymore. Nuked off of there for promoting criminality, breaking the Privacy Act. It's a part of Twitter's community guidelines. Uh, Cooperating with a foreign country. Now this here is what this the Verge. I've never heard of the Verge before. Seems kind of like a left wing rag, but we're going to go ahead and read it. It says the document allegedly comes from an Iranian hack of the Trump campaign, meaning somebody in Iran or maybe an Iranian here in America got on his keyboard and got into the Trump campaign and was able to look at everything that they were looking at, I guess, in order to vet J.D. Vance. Though other news outlets have received information from the hack, they declined to publish. Klippenstein says in his newsletter that the source called Robert with an AOL email address offered him the document contained in it where it appeared to be Vance's full name, address, and part of his social security number. X said in a post on its safety account that Klipperstein was temporarily suspended for violating rules posting unredacted private personal information. The company did not comment. I don't think they got to comment at this point. This is where you get to reapply, get you a new account, and apologize at the least. But I don't think they're going to put him back on. Hopefully not. They will not be. Elon Musk will not allow stuff like this to get on Twitter and be able to spread for very long. He'll shut it down in a hurry, especially if it's something as blatantly obvious as this. It says Klippenstein's newsletter confirmed the reasoning for the ban. Klippenstein has been banned by Twitter for publishing private information and contradicting of its rules, wrote Clip News. So they admitted they fucked up. Twitter, before it was bought by Elon Musk, had a policy regarding hacked materials, but its page is no longer available. A pre-Musk version of the policy dated 2019 that stated posting a link to a hacked content is prohibited under this policy. Links to the story about New York Post about Hunter Biden, the current president's son. I remember when they did this, they basically said you're not allowed to share stuff that we can't prove is true. So therefore, the Hunter Biden laptop story, stolen election story, all this stuff was suppressed because it was all under Jack Dorsey's rule at the time. But we don't need to go into that. But truth be known, there's not a whole lot out about this yet. This is pretty breaking news as far as I'm concerned. But I just thought I'd bring you all that, let y'all know what's going on. Don't fuck around and find out. It happens too easy, too quick, especially over here on Twitter. It's a war zone, and you fire shots over here, you act a fool over here. If you lie over here, somebody gonna be arguing with you, and you'll be dealt with quickly. And I do appreciate that. I like a system that actually works in real time. It's good stuff, folks. Doesn't get any better than that. Now, this here is a scary video. This is an FBI whistleblower. He was before Congress Weaponization Committee just yesterday, or actually, I think it was this morning, to be honest with you. But this is 2 minutes that you just definitely need to hear, especially the last 30 seconds or so. It's pretty scary stuff. But
this is a warning to the American people. I say,
if anybody would know an FBI whistleblower just coming right out and spilling the beans on what's being done, what we need to do, and how to deal with it. Here we go.
this is a warning to the American people. I say, I personally have no confidence that the FBI will rein in its own conduct. I've been persecuted along with Garrett, Steve, and Kyle, and countless other whistleblowers. It is my opinion that the Bureau used reprisal and fear to control the workforce. It has been a seemingly effective tactic. I personally believe that there are no current effective checks and balances against them conducting lawless action with any type of correction in a legitimate time frame. I welcome the work of the IG, but I think any type of lawless action, there's no legitimate time frame to rein.
IG talking about the Inspector General. At this point, we don't know that the Inspector General is on Team America at this point. For one thing, another thing is there's only a couple months before we're going to have a turnover of a lot of these people, including these top people at the agencies. God willing, Trump wins. But yeah, they're not going to start an investigation, police their own, look in their own back pocket to see if they stole the money. They're not going to. They're not going to fact check their own responses because everybody knows the FBI uses these really crappy blackmail type tactics on everybody, whether it be through law or through threatening you or just exposing you for one thing or another. The FBI is probably as shitty as FBI and the CIA are probably as shitty as it gets as far as agencies when it comes to trying to suppress information by any means necessary, including going after their own, threatening their own, willing to do whatever it takes to keep their circle as tight as they can keep it. And this guy right here, he's just telling it. He said, "Hey, me and several of my coworkers were scared to tell the truth, but here I am."
Them back in. Their ability to overclassify information can allow them to stonewall forever. To the American people, you have a duty as a citizen to vote, and I strongly urge you to do so. It's
Yes.
how you participate in the American experience. I know people have doubts about election integrity, but you must vote. It is your claim. Stake your claim and don't forfeit it willingly. Have your voice heard. My other recommendations are in the natural order. First, vote. The second is the Second Amendment. Arm yourself and know how to defend yourself. Make 3 to 4 friends in your neighborhood and promise to come to each other's mutual aid in times of hardship. And during the Great Depression, people stocked up a pantry. So I think that's a good practice, especially in our economic times, and make sure you have 3 to 4 months of food. And as a person of faith, I'd say pray the rosary, go to the First Friday devotions. That's for everybody, all my brothers and sisters of all faiths, and I know I'm Catholic, and read the gospel of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and live it every day. And that's all I have to say. Thank you for the time.
You know, Mr. Allen, the fact that there are servants like you who have borne up under persecution that a lot of political leaders in this country do not care about is the thing that heartens the American people, and I'm confident the American people will resolve the situation, no matter how weak Washington is in response.
This is a warning.
We are going to resolve the situation. It's called we're going to vote, vote, vote. We're going to register to vote. We're going to swamp them, even if they cheat, even if they've got algorithms, even if they've got the illegals voting. I think we're going to win, folks. I just have to believe that. Now, look at the energy. This is why I feel like we're going to win, folks. Look at the energy in Arizona, which is a state that it looks like we can win this time. We got Kerry Lake chucking Trump hats. Everybody wants one. But I love to see a sea of red hats at a college. Awesome. And the thing is, the Democrats were there doing the exact same thing. They had their own booth, and I didn't see anybody at the booth but the people sitting behind the desk. Literally, I seen a couple of photographs, and there was literally a sea of kids with red hats around Kerry Lake and their couple of booths they had there, including Kerry Lake's daughter, who got a drink thrown at her by some lefty. They were so mad that we were having a good time on the conservative side. That some lefties got a little ruffled under the feathers. But let me scroll down a little more. There's a couple more things I want to show you. Here we go. Here's couple more views of what was really going on. Yeah, I say there was a crowd. What do you think, folks? A lot of people there. Everybody loves to see Kerry Lake. Charlie Kirk, Turning Point USA, supported this as well. He is out of Arizona as well. They've been going to the colleges, getting people registered to vote. Whether you know it or not, folks, these are not just people here to talk and see Kerry Lake. If you see on this desk right here, these are people getting registered to vote. They literally hundreds and hundreds of kids at this college got registered to vote today. No doubt about it. I love it. I love it.
Are you registered to vote? You want to? Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Huh? Yeah. Here, I'll get you some pen.
I hear music in the background. I better shut it off for YouTube goes crazy with the copyrights. But that's amazing, folks. That's what it takes. Now, these is just me ranting about Mike Johnson. I even put up a little meme of him. Here it is. It says Mike Johnson, Mike the Mouse Johnson, Speaker Johnson, is the type of rat that eats your cheese, lies about your cheese, lies about the cost of your cheese, tell you must give more of your cheese to the government and Zelensky, while claiming the cheese is out of his control, while blaming the Democrats and Trump. That was my tweet of the morning. I was a little pissed off reading some of the things I've been reading about Mike Johnson. He is just as weak as they come. Been putting out memes about him too. I can't get over how bad he is. And if y'all haven't seen this yet, this is a real picture of LeBron James at one of the P. Diddy parties. Been sharing this with everybody, been telling everybody we know how much LeBron James likes his picture taken. So everybody share his picture out with him. So I put his at LeBron James, King James on there. And I even made a short about it. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I put this out on YouTube a couple of days ago when I first seen it. Just shocking. Me and my wife laughed so hard. Photos being released of some of the people that were at P. Diddy's party since all this shit's coming out. Check this out, folks. This is glorious. LeBron James.
LeBron James is another celebrity who found himself in the spotlight following
Watch
Diddy's
this, folks.
indictment. The basketball was featured in a viral image where he donned a maid's outfit. The image sparked speculations that linked him to the ongoing Diddy saga. It doesn't help that both men have maintained a friendly rapport with LeBron, even saying in a live video, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Photos being released of some of the people that were at P. Diddy. Wow, huh? That's crazy, folks, right there. That is the crazy stuff. Not even gonna lie to you. I don't know what to think about LeBron James. He's part of the old nasty crew, having them freak parties. From George Breaking, North Carolina election board just revealed that they have removed 750,000 names from their voter rolls, including 130,000 dead people. How are them things still on there? And 290,000 registered that were duplicates. They were doubling them up. Says this comes after Republicans filed a lawsuit, the RNC, showing that 225,000 names were unlawful. That's great news, folks. Great news, great news. We've got states coming around. Texas has done it. Louisiana's done it. Oklahoma's done it. North Carolina's doing it. It's happening, folks. Arizona's doing it. There's several states that are doing their, at least doing some of the legwork to clean up the voter rolls, and that is awesome news. I'm just glad to hear it.
Just give us the outline of what you did to get this story, because it's amazing.
This is the most insane movie you'll ever see, documentary. We actually embedded with illegal immigrants and followed their journey from South Mexico to their final destination. We were with the cartel. The film opens with the cartel cutting through the fence and them cursing me off. We put audio recording devices to record everything. Moments that you wouldn't even believe that are real, we captured on video. I wanted to show people what's the true reality, which is a lot more complicated than people think. And we went to New York City, we got the fake residencies, the fraud, all on hidden camera. And we're releasing it with you, Tucker. Thank you very much.
So, well, we're honored to do it. But the reason I haven't done it is because I don't want to get killed. So, like, can you just do that? This is a business. It's a business, human trafficking, run with the help of the Biden administration, but by the cartels.
Yeah, we almost died. One of my colleagues got kidnapped by the cartel, Anthony. They destroyed all of his cameras. I was detained by the Mexican National Guard and Mexican immigration, and I was wearing a hidden camera in my watch, and I recorded all of it. So...
Wait, can I ask, I mean, once they found out they were holding James O'Keefe, that's kind of like an obvious peril, right? Did they know who they had?
I don't think they realized what was happening, but they eventually realized that I was an American, and they were afraid of what I had captured on video. So this is a remarkable, I mean, there's one moment when the cartel is cutting through the fence, and they tell me in Spanish, they said, "You need to let us finish our work." As a Border Patrol agent, just stood by and watched. And the film is called Line in the Sand because in our country right now, people are facing a crisis of conscience. People are having to do things they don't want to do in order to feed their families. And I heard that a lot in this film. I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my job. Police officers, federal agents. But they're conflicted inside. They're torn inside until the film, we get to the part where there are whistleblowers. In this film, people in the federal government blowing the whistle, and nobody knows that yet until it premieres on your site.
Let's see a clip.
Yeah, we have a clip here of me to set this up. I got on the Beast train in Irapuato, Mexico. I climbed aboard a freight train with Venezuelans and rode it. So a little scene from the film here, if we can put that up on the screen.
You gotta tie up our shoes because when you get on a moving train, you don't want to get the laces tangled up in there.
The Faramex train conductor signaled to the immigrants not to take this train, but the next one.
This is a good one.
This is a good one?
This is the best one to travel.
Oh, is that it down there? We gotta run, let's go. ¿Qué pasó?
That's us.
I think that's the train right in front of us.
Next one down. Next one down.
What is this? It's coal. Coal pellets. We barely did that. It was moving. We barely did that. Did that just happen?
Holy shit.
Did that just happen?
I guess it did.
America, we made it. ¿Qué pasa?
There's actually people
waving at you the entire way, and they're cheering you on, and they're excited to see you. You got shanty towns right here. They wave at you. Everyone is so nice.
Line in the sand.
So amazing. I just want your top line conclusion about what we're watching here. So we've had tens of millions of people come into our country, and if you watch the media and change the country forever, totally destroyed huge parts of the country. That's true. I've just seen it. And those who live here know what I'm talking about. But the way that it's explained to us is that you have sort of people from around the world showing up looking for better opportunities, which I'm sure is true on some level. But it sounds like you found a business run by like devil-worshipping drug gangs.
Yeah, in short, it's like that old adage, follow the money. What I discovered is that everyone is making money off this. And I think we kind of already know that, but it was shocking. I mean, so shocking. Everybody is being paid off. The federal government is giving billions of trillion dollars from Health and Human Services to fund places here in Texas that I snuck into, secret child encampments here in the state of Texas to house 500,000 unaccompanied children. And everybody is talking about how they're making all this money. That's what it came down to. That's what I saw. Even the cartel said, we got to get paid. You got to let us finish cutting this steel beam. We put audio recording devices on the beams to listen as they traffic people across. So this is an opportunity for you to actually see it. A lot of documentaries talk about it. People think about they know, but you actually are immersed in it. And it is so shocking. I was actually, there's a scene where I'm visibly black-pilled because the Border Patrol agent, they watch it and they just shrug their shoulders and they say, we can't do anything about it.
You know, and you feel for them. I mean, I know a lot of them, and I think they're decent people. That there isn't anything they can do because the politicians are refusing to do anything about this. And the reason that I'm so excited about this film is because the people who are supposed to be representing us, especially in this state, like, what does Dan Crenshaw say to this? Like, honestly, why isn't anyone stopping this? No, because they can't deny it when they see this.
I have a positive thing to say, and there's a man in this film, I'll give you his first name. His name is Zach, and he's watching it right now. He's a Border Patrol agent in this film who decided to blow the whistle on the Department of Homeland Security. And he's giving an interview in his vehicle, in his uniform. He's a hero. And you contrast all the feckless, morally weak people in this country who are not willing to take a stand with the ones who are. And I found out, Tucker, that just 2 days ago, the Border Patrol sent a cease and desist letter to him for appearing in this film. And as a result of that, I got wind over the last 24 hours that 5 more Border Patrol agents are going to blow the whistle as a result of this film. And one more thing. And so naturally, the investigative reporter, this guy's actually on the Canadian border. I didn't even realize the Canadian border was overrun. It is.
Oh, yeah.
You're in Maine. I was in Vermont. So I go up there this weekend to get comment like I do, and the state police detain me for trying to ask questions of the Border Patrol agents. So this is a giant system, and I mark my words, I promise you, there are going to be dozens of federal whistleblowers coming forward in the next few weeks.
Tell me what you think about that video, folks. Crazy stuff. Like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. I don't know what we're going to do about this immigration situation soon, but hopefully all these whistleblowers coming out will get the truth out there before the election, and we will be able to put some criminal charges on Mayorkas as soon as Trump gets back in there. I can't wait. That's what I'm looking forward to. Everybody have a great one. Over and out.